what is the caterpillar, butterfly, phoenix bird for us?
Those ideas.
Yeah.
Yes. So the fires of affliction. So this song, Amazing Grace, where you're once were blind and now you can see, and you walk through that valley of shadow of death. Well, we all must do that. We must all walk through our creation, but we fear ourselves as creator. We fear the disasters that we've seen outside, because if it's all you, you're like, well, I didn't know that when I was reading that conspiracy theory, or when I was watching that movie, that would create chaos in my world, that my brain would reproduce it and make it real.
Oh my
So,
God.
little things like that, right?
Wait, I gotta tell you this. Remember back in the 70s, there were these guys from Israel, Globals and
Yes.
Globals, and they were making these so-called terrorist movies, right?
Yes.
And all the bad guys, they had mustaches. Chuck Norris started a bunch of them, right?
Okay.
So in the 70s, then you come to 96, 98, whatever, Tim McVeigh, all those guys.
Yes.
They were priming the people to accept the fact that if you have a mustache and you're swarthy looking, you're a terrorist.
Yes.
Yes. 24, the TV series 24, they started torturing people, which led us into Guantanamo. It's okay to do that.
That's the type of stuff we're afraid to face, because it does, but here's the thing, we have to face it, okay? And we can't be afraid, because we have to realize that as big as the cosmos appears outside, it's still our shadow. The truth is, if we take all of the solid matter in the world, and you take all the air and empty space out of it, right? It fits in the palm of your hand, the size of a pea. So how much bigger are you than you realize?
There's more dark than light.
Yeah, sort of. But dark isn't necessarily a bad thing. I would call it the shadow that's unformed.
No, I don't mean that way. I mean in the cosmos, if you have a star,
yes,
as opposed to the infiniteness of the universe,
yes,
there's more of that than there are other stars of light.
Right? Yes.
Because I didn't mean it in a good and bad sense. That's so.
Yes, I got you. Yes, exactly.
That's so played out. I mean, for me anyway, I'm like, well, how do you know it's good? Because what do you mean? It's all good. It's all bad. It doesn't really matter as long as you navigating and you're gaining experience.
Yes. Because that's what we're here for. You'll find a lot of people that have near-death experiences come back.
Yes.
One, totally unafraid to die, and secondly, tell you that this is an illusion. Enjoy it while you can, but know that you're playing in a game. It's not real. You're going to wake up from the dream on the other side and realize how none of this is real. So if that's the case, then make the best of it within your story, because your story is what's making the outside world. That's your shadow.
But if you wake up and it's a dream on the other side, I mean, what do you care?
That's right. That's the other thing. Well, here's the thing. We're still here to experience things. So here's the difference. You could say that in heaven, we could read every book that we wanted on how to be a surgeon, but with no one getting sick, no one needs to know how to be a surgeon, right? So it's unnecessary.
No.
You want the experience.
No. See, so look, here's what I do when that happens. I get wars.
Yeah.
I make a war so that people will.
That's great. But the idea being that obviously we want more than the book. We want to come down to the experience. So we pretend to grow up, go to medical school, and go experience this thing. That's what we're doing in life. And so it does matter in the sense that it's still to discover who you are and still to enjoy the experience. You don't want to ignore your life or your purpose for being here. So in that sense, it matters. But in judging others or going actively looking for things to do, we don't have to do that, because the universe is set up to bring us what we need, what our part is in fixing.
So at the moment, I view our human experiences somewhat, they're minuscule. I mean, they're just little things.
Yes.
You're born, you get married, you have children, you work. What's that?
Yeah.
I mean, like, there has to be more sauce to the turkey than that, right?
Yes, there is. Exactly.
I mean, I guess that's where we have to start self-cultivating.
Yes. Yes.
And then actually then trying to leave this planet, the 3D, for the 4D and higher, so that we can just enjoy ourselves.
Hmm. Hmm. And these aspects, although they're invisible sides of us, they're very much real, and they're responsible for everything solid in the world. So in understanding that and transcending that, and in trusting in the unseen reality, the funny thing is either way, faith or fear, we're trusting in what we cannot see. If we're afraid but something hasn't occurred yet, we're still we're still believing in the imaginary. We're just believing in the worst case scenario being the most likely thing to happen.
Well, to add to that, we believe that we can breathe, right? Because we breathe.
Yes.
You can't see
Yes.
the air, can you?
Exactly. Exactly.
I
Exactly.
mean, we know we breathe because they tell us anyway. That's what keeps us
The
alive.
act of doing it itself. Yes.
Yes, right,
Yes.
right, right, right. So Cindy, anything else you want to say? Anything special you want to leave my working